Yeah, when we were scouting them, we knew that they were going to be a really physical team, and we kind of hammered that in practice. And I think just kind of leaning into that and all the little things that we tried to do around the rim really helped.
All right, so they had a lead most of the first half, and then you hit the jumper at the buzzer to put you guys ahead. So what was said at halftime when you guys got that momentum like that?
Yeah, it was just kind of sticking with the little things. We've been hammering it all the past 2 days, and it started working. It had been working, and so we just tried to keep going, playing through Ibuka and trying to make sure that everyone was getting good touches, good shots.
Just kind of talk about for you guys, what's it like playing a team where maybe there's not one, like some teams, like in your case, you guys have Ibuka as kind of one dominant guy. They don't really have one dominant guy. So talk about kind of the challenges that a team of that kind of style can pose.
I mean, it's a different scout, of course. You know, everyone can have a good night, and yeah, you got to be really focused on every player. And I think we did that well tonight. I think we defended way better. We were way more physical than last games. So I think that went way better, and I think we played way better than last games. We did good, better than before. So.
Yeah, Aidan. Obviously, it's 5 losses in a row for Stanford. So what's the most important thing you guys think you can do, whether it's physically, mentally, to kind of prepare for Georgia Tech and just games ahead of that?
I think we bounced back pretty well from Florida State with this game and didn't quite get it done at the end there, but for the most part played well. And I think kind of building on that going into the next game, just had to hit a couple more shots, maybe knock down some more free throws, and try and lock into Georgia Tech the next 2 days.
For you, Oskar, is going to talk about kind of how your freshman season is treating you so far. This is your first time at the podium, I think.
Yeah.
So, that's a sign of progress. Just how would you kind of assess how your season's gone for you and kind of the growth from as a freshman year's gone on for you?
I would say the first 2 months was a little bit adapting, way more physical, and yeah, I just had to be way more tough. And I think it took a little time before I adapted, but I mean, I'm not happy with every game I play, but I think I'm happy with how I've adapted, and I got more used to the game. And of course, I got great teammates who try to teach me every time, their experience and give back their experience. So that helps, of course, and everyone is just trying to help me. And it's been a really great experience just to learn the game better. And I'm having fun here, so it's very good.
Any other questions?
Tough one for our team. The result, but the effort was good. That's obviously a good team. They won 13 in a row on the road in the ACC, ranked 20th in the country, and came down to we got to make some 1-on-1s late. At least front ends of that would have helped a lot. And you can't have a 94-foot foul, but I don't want to be too discouraged. I mean, Oskar played a phenomenal game. He's a freshman, and he's made so many plays like that to help us win tonight. And then our late game, I should have probably called timeout, give us a better chance when. But it's hard when Ibuka has the ball. Good things happen, and you got to look that. Should he contested pretty hard? It could have been nice if we could have got a whistle or go our way, but didn't happen. But it's definitely a better effort than we had in our last game, and we just got to get out of it somehow.
All right, so Coach, you mentioned that the free throws were huge. The 2 1-on-1s that were missed on our side, or your side.
Yeah.
And then they had a situation where he missed 2, which got everybody burgers. But is it a frustration to say that they ended up making the clutch ones when it really counted? And how do you really coach that, or say just you just got to make your free throws?
We're 7 for 9. We only got 9. Ibuka's been getting to the line a lot more. He only got 4 trips there. That would have been nice. I thought he had the end one they usually call. we've been getting doubled up at the foul line, so we either got to on attempts, and we got to look at what we're doing because we evidently were fouling too much. And they were 17 of 22. They shot them well, 77%. That'll help. They missed two big ones there, but they made enough for the course of the night, and they're consistently putting the ball inside. So I don't really know. I mean, I need to make 1 or 2 of those. It would have helped.
And the irony is, you guys both were 100% in the first half.
No, darn it. Yeah, that is.
Coach, there's about 2 minutes left. There was a call. I wasn't really sure kind of what was going on there, but clearly you didn't like it. Wasn't sure, was it a timeout there, the one that ended up...
Oh, yeah, I thought it was ridiculous as far as I don't know what the referee, who's a great ref, I won't name names, was holding the ball, inbound it to wait and see if Clemson wanted to... Is that the play where they wanted to do this?
Yeah, I think so.
And I was just frustrated. It's like in football, like snap it. What are we doing here? And they went, looked at their iPad, and do you want to check? Yeah. So I don't know what the protocol is in that and what the rule is. I'm sure Brian Kersey will call me tonight and let me know, because that's frustrating to know that you get this time, to debate and wonder whether we want to challenge or not, and you have video evidence, and it took forever. So that's frustrating and all that. That'll kill. So we had good momentum too. So I'd love to put the clock on how long that took, just for TV's sake. Yeah, it was just silly. So I figured it would be, if you can't do it, I would have thought they would go like inconclusive right away, but that's not what happened.
Jeremy Hick had a kind of a loose ball situation, kind of corner shot. Were you okay with that look there, given his, or would you
He was wide open. It was just a weird play. They should have called. We called timeout, and was that under 2 minutes?
I think, yeah.
Should have been a timeout because we called it when we had the ball, but he shot it, missed it. So we were trying to call timeout off the loose ball, and when he had it, we called timeout. And so no official there I guess didn't hear us or didn't see me. I don't know. He shot it. He didn't hear it, but it doesn't matter. That situation, I called timeout from the bench, and I don't know who was in front of me, but we yelled timeout, and they just played on. So it would have been an end line out of bounds for us, and I'll take Jeremy shooting a 14-footer to go up 2 or whatever. So yeah, we missed that one, missed 2 1-on-1s, and so we had our opportunities to go up a possession and get a stop, and but we didn't quite get there.
So, Coach, Clemson had the lead in the first half, like 15 plus minutes, right? And you guys less than 3. But was it bizarre that you still going to have up by 2? So what was your conversation like in the locker room? That, hey, despite what happened in the first half, we're still up.
No, I was proud of us because they're a good team and they were executing pretty well, and our guys hung in there. I thought, like Jeremy coming off the bench did a great job. He was +7 when he was in there. His 27 minutes, he helped. He helps alleviate some of the ball handling, playmaking. Even though he was 2 for 10, I thought he guarded pretty well. 3 assists, no turnovers. Gave us another guy, and he was in there on that stretch at the end of the half, and he hit a big 3. And it was funny. I thought Aidan would be important in this game, and I think Aidan and Oskar both were with their size and defensively. So kind of as we got more towards them, it gave us an opportunity. But we gave up some baskets, like end line out of bounds. We got beat on that tonight, and that hurts. But we led. We hung in there, and we had the lead. We're a top 20 team, and went up 6, and then went down and got back tied. So. Up 6, we should have played a little better there. I wish we would have, we gave up offensive. We could have had the ball, got a miss. We ended up giving an offensive board and give up an and one. That kind of tightened it up.
Yeah, Coach, you have 2 very similar players, 2 great players in Benny and Jeremy.
Yeah.
And the last couple games you kind of been switching up who starts, who comes off the bench, and it kind of seems like the guy who comes off the bench typically has a better game. I was just kind of wondering where your head's at there, and kind of what's the situation moving forward.
You know what? Benny's our captain. He's been really competitive, and just more so like our last. Nothing Jeremy did, and honestly, those are Abuka, Benny, and Jeremy are probably our 3 best perimeter, and we played them down the stretch. And we had the 2 bigs. It's hard to imagine that we could go 3-6, 6'2", 6 foot, 6 foot. So they've been a great attitude about it. I just thought that Benny's been he gets our defense going. He kind of knows what's going. He guards the ball. He gets things right, and thought he'd get. And our guys look up to him in a good way, including Jeremy. So it's like, you know what, let's put our best foot forward defensively. We want to get back right, and I thought we did. And you're right, though. Jeremy played better off the bench, and Benny played better offensively off the bench. So it's all right. You know, we'll get the right guys out there and best competitors, and find a way to win.
Just kind of thoughts on Georgia Tech and any early thoughts on their team, David. David mentioned that he used to remember he was coaching against you back when he was at Pacific.
Oh,
So
yeah.
thoughts on him as a coach and that mentioned.
No, Todd Golden, myself, and him have a thread. We laughed and we got out. We all coached the WCC. Obviously, Todd and I are on the same staff, but just like it was, we remember those games are real pressure, trying to win in Stockton on a cold Thursday night, and trying to finish in the top, get a bye in the WCC. And Damon did a great job. When I left, he was coach of the year, won 20 games at Pacific, and just knowing that those are a tough time. We had a little scrap on Bay Area recruiting and stuff like that. So the mutual respect, they have some good talent, really long, two big guys, Ndongo and Silla. I don't know if he's whatever. Those two guys are. You're gonna see a lot of athleticism, length inside, and then really good perimeter defense with Lamar Washington. So they're gonna be tough. They'll play hard. Damon only gets them to play hard. So we have to just keep grinding.
Yeah, Coach, while it didn't necessarily work today, Shake Shack is clearly giving you guys a momentum when 2 free throws are missed. Just how important is that partnership, and how's it work?
I wasn't aware, but I'm gonna get a ticket so I can cash out. I love Shake Shack.
Me too.
And if we miss two, I was wondering why we got that. I thought they were just getting in the game, but now I understand. I get it now. So I love that relationship, and I'd say more.